Many thanks for joining us again on the newsroom. I am Joy Uchejim and these are the headlines we're tracking at the moment. Police operatives in Ogun State have killed the kidnappers of Folashade Odumosu, the wife of retired Assistant Inspector General of Police Hakeem Odumosu, rescuing her and recovering the ransom used as bait. Police spokesperson Olumuyiwa Adejobi disclosed this in a statement posted on X on Thursday, saying the Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun has commended the police operatives and the Commissioner of Police of Ogun State, Lanre Ogunlowo, for a good job. Folashade Odumosu was abducted last week at the entrance of her residence in Arepo, Owode local government area, Ogun State, and her abductors had demanded 40 million naira ransom. And the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has called for his trial to be transferred to the northeast if no judge at the Federal High Court in Abuja is willing to preside over the case, apart from Justice Binta Anyako. Kanu's demand was outlined in a statement by his lead counsel, Aloy Ejimako, after a routine meeting with Kanu at the Department of State Services facility in Abuja. This follows Justice Nyako's recusal from the case on September 24, 2024, citing Kanu's lack of confidence in her handling of the trial. Despite this, the case was later referred back to Justice Nyako by the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Toso, for continuation. And the Nigerian government have approved 4 billion naira for conditional cash transfers to vulnerable households in Nigeria during the launch of the 2025 Nigeria Humanitarian Needs and Response Plan at the United Nations House in Abuja on Thursday. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Netanwe Yewada, announced the interventions aimed at addressing the country's deepening humanitarian crisis. This initiative is expected to support at least 10 million displaced households, primarily targeting the most vulnerable members of society. A Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, says the contractors handling the second runway project of the Abuja International Airport are requesting 532 billion naira. Keyamo spoke while defending the ministry's 2025 budget before the National Assembly Joint Committee on Aviation. He said the proposed variation is against the initial 90 billion naira allocated for the project's execution. And Nigeria's value-added tax VAT revenue hit 1.78 trillion naira in the third quarter of 2024. This is according to the latest report from the National Bureau of Statistics. This figure represents a significant 14.16% quarter-on-quarter growth compared to the 1.56 trillion naira generated in the second quarter of 2024. And on the foreign scene, the death toll from a landslide in Indonesia's main island of Java rose to 22, with 4 people still missing on Thursday, officials disclosed, as rescuers raced against time and bad weather to find survivors. Intense rainfall on Monday in a mountainous area near Pekalongan City in central Java province sparked the landslide, collapsing bridges and burying cars and houses. The rescuers started to clean the thick mud and debris from the road, Boduino said, but the search was paused on Thursday evening due to bad weather and potential for further landslides. And finally on sport, Real Madrid is the first football club to top €1 billion in revenue during a single season, fueled by income generated by the revamped Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, according to financial experts. The order of the clubs at the top of Deloitte's annual Football Money League stayed the same, with Madrid followed by Premier League champions Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain. The €208 million gap between the first and second is the biggest Deloitte have ever recorded. And those are the major stories from our newsroom at the moment. We'll bring you more updates at 6 p.m. See you next time.